The vast majority of Muslim scholars and apologists in the West have a very strange characteristic. In their zeal to shield their religion from critics and to prove that they are the true defenders of Islam and to win praise from their followers, they will say almost anything to block a criticism, even if they have to twist and distort the Quran and the Hadith, even if they have to lie about the history of Islam, even if they have to throw centuries of Muslim scholars under the bus. As long as they successfully deflect a criticism, the ends apparently justify the means. The most interesting part is that the more they twist and distort the Quran and the Hadith, the more they lie about the history of Islam, the more they throw centuries of Muslim scholars under the bus, the more popular they become, because their deceptive dawah tactics make them appear to be the champions of Islam who are successfully protecting Mohammed and the Quran from evil critics. There are, of course, a few problems with the approach of westernized Muslim scholars and apologists. There's a moral problem. It's just wrong to spread your religion through deception and manipulation, but that never seems to bother them. There's a practical problem. The more you lie, the easier it is to expose your deception. So if you just keep piling lie upon lie upon lie in order to defend your religion, you end up making it easier to expose your religion. And there's a division problem. When some people lie for their religion, there will be other people who don't believe in lying for their religion, so they start criticizing and condemning the liars, and this leads to division within the religion. People are starting to notice the division problem that's arising. Let's look at a fascinating example. A Muslim named Mohamed was on Twitter criticizing Mansour for exposing the lies of Sheikh Uthman ibn Farooq. Mohamed said, "The fact that you think it's okay to make threads against someone that has dedicated his life to spreading Islam," that's Sheikh Uthman, "and side with someone whose life mission is to spread lies and misinformation about Islam, supposedly me, says enough about what your intentions are." That's when Basile stepped in and replied, "Are you seriously defending Uthman over the truth? Is he your daddy? I mean, even if he was, you don't have to put him over the truth. What's wrong with you people? The Jahiliyyah is over. Get over it. If you want to defend Uthman, you need to make him stop lying. That's the only way you can defend him. Talk to him and say, Uthman, stop lying to Muslims. Stop lying. Stop lying." And he will block you because he doesn't want to stop. That's why threads must be made to protect Muslims from his lies that they can't see because they trust him blindly. Mohammed responded, "Protect Muslims? Yeah, that's obviously what you're trying to do. You have zero credibility when you side with someone who insults God, my prophet, and my religion." So Mohammed thinks that Mansour and Basile are siding with me when they correct Sheikh Uthman. Basile replies, "In fact, he is siding with scholars of Islam. You can't understand. You are in the Jahiliyyah following random guys on the street. Uthman threw the scholars under the bus, and you're like, yeah, Uthman, keep going. We need to defeat David. Throw all those filthy scholars under the bus. Go, go, Islam is peace. Beat them all, these hateful scholars." This is actually a really good description of the entire Ummah in the West. They're so desperate to answer critics of Islam that they will cheer for people like Sheikh Uthman, even though Sheikh Uthman is destroying Islam from within. He's obliterating Orthodox Islam and building a shrine to himself. And Basile gets what's going on. When David forces you to throw all the scholars of Islam under the bus, well, he has won. He defeated you. You have been humiliated by a single man who managed to destroy the scholarship with only a few words. David is impressive. Notice the different perspectives here. Mohamed says that people like Mansour are hurting Islam by siding with me against da'is like Sheikh Uthman. Basile says that people like Sheikh Uthman are inadvertently helping me destroy Islam by throwing Islam's greatest scholars under the bus. In other words, both sides are accusing the other side of being on my side. Mansour agrees with Basile. He says, this sums it up. All David Wood has to do is read what the scholars said, and the vast majority of Western Muslims will start denying Orthodox Islam in some twisted attempt at defending Islam, really defending themselves from criticism. Now that's interesting. According to Mansour, all I have to do is keep quoting Muslim sources and scholars to people like Sheikh Uthman and other westernized Muslim apologists. These westernized Muslim reformers will be so desperate to respond to me that they'll keep attacking their own sources and their own scholars. They'll be attacking Orthodox Islam. And their followers, who have no clue what's in their sources or what their scholars say, will agree with their westernized apologists because their westernized apologists are supposedly protecting Islam from critics like me. So according to Mansour, all I need to do is keep quoting Muslim sources to Muslim apologists, and they will destroy Islam for me. Then, of course, the true defenders of Islam, the non-westernized Muslims who don't want Islam to be corrupted by reformers, are going to have to defend Orthodox Islam from the reinterpretations of the reformers by exposing the lies of the reformers. But whenever they expose the lies of the reformers, they'll be accused of siding with me. In the end, the entire ummah will be nothing but endless division. And as Jesus said, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Interesting perspective, Mansour. But tell me, what can Muslims in the West do to stop this descent into chaos? Oh, absolutely nothing?
It just backfired on you. It just backfired on you. This is a part of a religion. There's a reason to it. Yeah?